Hi folks, Jobblock Comics here. We're having a look at another old Charlton comic. This is Ghost Manor because it is October, so it's Halloween month and we're looking at spooky books. And this is a classic issue from 1970, I want to say 8, I could be wrong. The snivelling coward is terrified by me. Is terrified by me? Of me? So this is a Ditko cover, I'm pretty sure. And you can see this is issue 40. I'm pretty sure it's 78. I can see it up the top there. Okay, there's your host, Mr. Bones, I think his name was, and here's your first story. So you can see that this is completely different from the Midnight Tales that we did, where there was a whole wraparound story for the anthology. This has Warren Sattler's name as the credit on it. And there's the indicia. And there's some 70s icons. Good lord. So this first story here looks like it's set in the UK, and you can tell that this is an American's version of the UK by the strange shape of the hats. Ghost Manor, again another one of these Charlton's comics where they had sort of almost complete creative control over what they were doing. I don't think Charlton was really that bothered about the quality of what was going out, and as long as they kind of stayed relatively within the comic code, they didn't really care. The idea was they just had to keep those presses running into the night, so they would print any old stuff. And luckily for us, here's the second story, lucky for us, they realised that comic books would be a cheap way of doing it. So Charlton did not pay the talent very well at all, but they had no problems getting people to come to Charlton because they were, you know, they could pretty much do what they wanted with it, and there was no real editorial control, and they just got away with sort of doing stories and artwork that they had wanted to do. So it did result in an awful lot of experimental stuff, maybe not quite so much in this issue here, which looks like a story from Weird War. But that's why you ended up with Ditko and different people all working for Charlton, because they could, yeah, they could have creative control over what they were doing. I don't know what this is, some kind of like prose story. They used to do this a lot. There was a reason they did that. I can't remember what it was for now. Somebody maybe know in the comments. Here's the third story, and you can tell right away, yeah, that's Ditko through and through. And this is one of the reasons that I always pick up these Charlton comics, because you end up with some really tremendous stuff from people like Steve Ditko and Alex Nino and all those kind of people, yeah. And Ditko, his style suits these comic books just so well. He was just tremendous at doing ghosts and all those kind of things, yeah. And people, oh, and here's a little one-page thing. I'm pretty sure that's Wayne Howard, who was behind Midnight Tales. I don't think there's any credit on it. I mean, look, it's literally just one page. Oh, it's so creepy. It's went out of focus. So you know, you got a sort of NASA spaceman here, ended up going up to the moon, and he's a werewolf. Of course he is. One page. If this was a modern Marvel comic, that would have been a 6-issue miniseries by Tom King. So there you go, that's Ghost Manor, issue number 40, just in time for Halloween. If you enjoyed looking at that, there'll be more to come, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for subscribing if you already have. Yeah, I do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.